Now, if you're going to sometime do some architectural rendering, you're going to need some different items to fill out the room. It may be different furniture, but also a lot of small stuff to put on shelves, on tables, and so on. So in this tutorial here, I'm going to show you how you can make a rather easy hardcover glasses casing. So I'm going to create box, and I'm just going to wing it here on the measurements, just so the proportions is correct. I'm not going to make this 100% measurements. You can always do this if you want to do the real model. I've made the box here. I will then use the arrow keys, the right arrow keys, to split this up in some segments, and then I will use the up key to split it here again, and then press enter. I'll zoom in a bit here. I'll then select these four corners here, select stretch, modify, stretch, and from the center here I will just stretch this in like this, press spacebar and deselect. And then when I'm in the modify here, going to the shear function, and I have the numeric panel up here. There's a lot of settings, but I'm not going to use those. I'm just going to use a preset. So what I do here, I press the right arrow key on the keyboard twice. I then jump to this peak, and I'm going to press down once on the down key. And then I get this soft linear here. So I'm going over to the right view, and I'm going to drag up like this. And I'm going to the front view, and I'm going to drag up like this. So I got this nice shape here. Press space to deselect the tool, and I'll go to multiply, extrude, and I'll just drag this down here. Space to deselect the tool, lasso here, and I will stretch this till it becomes all flat and down to the surface. I'm then going to the edge tool, and I'm going to select the edge here like this, and I'm going to chamfer this just a little bit like this. Space to deselect the tool, and I can click down here, for example, to deselect everything. I'm then going to use a knife tool to cut over here to make a straight edge down here. So I'm going to Shift K, and I'm going to drag a line over here to cut straight through. Then I'm going to delete all the bottom polygons here, select delete, and I will then extend, select thicken, and I will give it some thickness here, and I will have two segments here to make the edge sharp. I press enter, and if I now press the tab key to activate subpatches, you will see I have the nicest organic shape here. I will then press off tab again, and I will mirror this, Shift V, go over here to the right view, hold down mouse button and drag to the right to make it clone. I'll then select a little bit of that, select connect, and I will move it up a bit closer like this. Deselect again, and I then need to make a hinge for the back. So I'll go into the next layer here, create disk, and I will make a small disk here, like this. I will then just, for cloning, measure this 11 centimeters. Of course, as I said in the start, this is not real life measurements. You can always do that. This is just the technique. 10 centimeters, about 11 centimeters, so I'll just clone this. C for clone. Let's make 15 of those and live in, let's say 12 centimeters. The x-axis, and then I got this nice line here. And as you see, I got a bit too much, so I'll just select these three, delete, and I'll select one of these, select connect. I will then copy and paste that, move it over a bit. I'll go to stretch, and I will drag this down a bit. Deselect, and I will take the last polygon here and drag that through to the other side. And if we join these two layers, holding down the shift key, and I now have this mighty fine glasses hardbox cover made in just a few minutes.